Great. Okay, everybody on Facebook, welcome. If you're on Bev's page and you're watching this, welcome. I have the privilege, I'm all tongue-tied today, to talk to my good friend Bev, success partner, all the way in South Africa. What time is it there right now?
It's 8:10 in the evening.
Oh, okay. So it's our afternoon, evening her time. So good afternoon, good evening to everyone. And today I'm just going to go over a little bit about how Bev has been doing when it comes to trading, how she got into it, and with her being in a whole different country and me being in America, how that has worked out for her and meeting these amazing people and now just being global. So Bev, if you can just introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, my name's Bev Corsa and I live in South Africa in a small little town, and I've been interested in Forex trading since about September last year. And I didn't understand a few things, so I started Googling it and I came across some both our mentors, Mr. Kingdom Cash himself, and I joined the I Am Academy in February, but I was actually sick for a month, so I couldn't do anything. So I started properly in March, and in my first 8 days of trading, I made $17,000.
And that was all because of what? Like, how easy was it for you? How did you learn? Break it down for everybody.
Okay, so Mr. Kingdom Cash sent me messages on Facebook, and he told me exactly how to do the training. But because I'd been on a previous Forex course with somebody else, it was really easy for me to quite pick it up. But when Charles taught us his special strategy, man, oh man, was it easy. It was just like, bing, light bulb. So yes, I attend training regularly. In fact, I attend training all the time. I never skip a session. I follow the rules. I listen to my mentor Charles and a couple of other mentors, and it's just been an amazing experience, and everything is just so easy. It's simple. Let's just put it that way. It's simple.
Now, what were you doing prior to trading? What was life like for you?
Okay, so I'm a professional photographer. I specialize in sporting events. So I normally do photos, but it was a little bit quieter beginning of the year, and also with having been sick. But I started my photography again. But due to COVID-19, I don't need to tell you what happened to the whole sporting and photographic industry, and I haven't been able to take photos. So that is why I decided to jump in, all feet, all hands, everything, full taps, and go with my Forex trading. And yes, I'm absolutely loving it. Loving it.
So how is it getting to interact with us and now actually showing people around the world? Where is everybody located that you're actually mentoring yourself?
Okay, I have people in the USA. I have people in Canada, the UK. I have somebody about to join me from India. I have Zambia, Kenya, Botswana, Namibia, obviously South Africa. I have a whole lot. But I just love having connected with everybody and being part of this whole Retired in 365 family. It's really cool. And I just like the support we get and the help we get. And even with the I Am Academy, the support is fantastic. You learn so much with the live trading and everything.
You really do. And like you said before, like, honestly, you knew about trading before. I didn't. But even with the strategy that was taught to us, like it's so easy, like a kindergartner can do it. If you can listen and pay attention, you can literally learn how to trade. Like it's as easy as learning how to color inside the lines. It's not hard at all. And I love the fact that people from around the world, because another thing is people who aren't very like informed of what the foreign exchange market is. Like I get people that say that are in other countries, well, can I do it from here? Can I do it from there? You know, and they don't really know that, I mean, it's all the currencies that therefore it's worldwide. So just seeing people like you and people in Jamaica, people in the UK, like from all over the world that are actually benefiting from this, it's phenomenal, especially when we're in the United States. Like majority of the people in the Retired in 3-6 family, like we're here, but we have family now, success partners all over the world. I think it's amazing. You touched on the Retired in 365 family. Expound on that a little more. Like how has that, aside from finances, how is that helping your life?
Well, basically, because I'm part of the Retired in 365 family and I've managed to have a residual income and my trading income, I'm not as pressurized to get back to my photography job. Basically, I can continue with this even if I don't take photos until October, November. I can do it for fun if I want. But this Retired in 365 family has taught me just how important it is to have two income streams. One both with the residual and one both with the trading side. Right. And if you work it correctly and you listen to your training and you do everything, there is no reason you cannot be successful. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person that if I see something that I like, mm-hmm. I get my teeth stuck into it and I do not give up. Right. And that's just the way I am. I've always been that way in my life, and I probably always will be in my life. Mm-hmm. I just like the fact that, you know, the whole thing is like a family. You're made to feel welcome. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm from South Africa and I'm many thousand kilometers away, Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson, Paris, and Javon, and Kingies, they all make me feel welcome mm-hmm. as part of the family, as if I'm actually living next door to them. That is how I feel with the Retired in 365 family.
Right. I love the fact that it's a family atmosphere. I said this on a live yesterday that it's really hard to have a bad day when you're connected with people that speak life into you, when you're connected with people that want to see you succeed, that are there to answer your questions, and they all do an amazing job. And even outside of them, just other people that trade with us, they are just so supportive. I could reach out to literally anybody, and like you, I reach out to you and it's like, oh my gosh, I have somebody in another country, what do I do? So just the fact that we're global, but we all help each other out, I think that is like, you couldn't ask for a better circle to be associated with.
Exactly. And right. You know, if you want to say, oh, Jasmina, I'm having a bad day, just listen, take my, like, they fall on deaf ears, you're there for me. And that's the whole thing. You know, if any one of us are having a bad day, we're all there for each other. Right. I just love it. Right. And I have no intention of leaving Retired in 365. This is my life for the rest of my life. So, and you?
High five on that. Trader for life. High five. Okay, so my next question is, because one of the things that is huge, because when you start trading, they ask you like, what are your 5 reasons why? Because you want to make sure that when you hit those hard spaces, or even as you're going throughout learning, that you keep that at the forefront of your mind. What are some of your 5 reasons why that you could see this actually helping you obtain?
Okay, one of my 5 reasons why is I want to make sure that my mom is looked after very well, as I can look after her very well as she gets older and older. Another one is to look after my family and help them both. Both my sisters are in a bit of financial trouble because they're both travel agents. And with COVID-19, they haven't earned since February. So one of my goals is to make them both debt-free.
Right.
Just basically to look after my nieces and nephews. A lot of them are family orientated right now, but I do have other bigger goals. One of my goals is to buy a place in either the south of France, in the Pyrenees area, or in Spain, or Italy. That is one of my goals. So I'd like to have, and I mean, the funny part is I was looking at it in January, pre-COVID, proper COVID, and I'd found, and I was going to travel to Spain in June to go and look at some places, and everything changed. But then I found Forex properly, and now I definitely have that as a goal.
Right. That was going to be my next question. Like, is this going to get you there faster than what you thought that it would? Like,
oh, definitely. Definitely. I've got about 150 goals I want to do. Some of them, because I'm such a passionate cyclist, I want to go and tour for cycling, watch cycling races overseas, well, in Europe and that, for a year. That's one of my goals, one of my passions. And you know, with Forex, I've got my cell phone with me, I've got my laptop. What more do I need? I can do it anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
I don't need a boss to tell me what to do.
Right.
And I have never really been a person for a job. I've always been independent, and I've always I've always been my own boss. But been with companies with like my mom and dad and stuff like that. But this is just great because if I don't want to trade tomorrow, being a Monday, if the market looks dicey, I don't have to trade. I can do other stuff like mentoring my people. I can look for new people to show them this wonderful business. So you're not as restricted. You're not a 9-to-5 job. You are your own boss, and you work flexi times and when you want to work. And that's basically, and because I have an illness, it actually works better for me because I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So it's better for me. So yes.
Right. You get to make your own hours. You earn from anywhere that you literally have Wi-Fi. And that's what I love about it too. And you mentioned like cycling and doing photography. I dabble in a little bit of photography too. Not as pro as you were, but I'm learning. But you don't have to let go of your passions. You don't have to let go of those dreams, like having the financial restrictions to not be able to move somewhere or live in a certain zip code. We have zip codes here. I don't know. Do you have zip codes?
Yes, we do too. Okay. We call them postal codes.
But just the fact that it opens your mind to actually obtaining, not just dreaming, but you do get to dream again, but actually knowing that it's going to be possible. And even with the Retired and 365 family, I don't know about you, but it has opened my mind to things that I wouldn't have even thought of myself. Like things I thought, oh, that's a lot, or maybe possibly not. Like they really push you to dream bigger, believe bigger, because the tool that you have, it's attainable.
Yes.
It's not just
there's just one little thing I wanted to say, which I forgot.
Sure.
My other goal is to come to the USA and meet all my Retiring 365 family.
And then we come there too. Yeah, so like one of the big events, and then you come. That would be amazing. It's so crazy when we actually see each other in person. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a real person. When I first met like Paris for the first time, Javon, Chaz, Charles, I was like, I could actually like feel you, and it's not through a screen. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Okay, because I know that you're currently helping other people. Where do you see yourself, let's say by the end of this year, as far as helping people? Like what is one of your main goals for helping other people?
Okay, would you mean like from like a platinum or a chairman side? Is that what you
like
get
from being that mentor? What do you want to see your other people obtain?
I would like to be a chairman 25 myself by the end of the year. So I've got huge aspirations, but I would like to see a chairman 10 in my organization and platinum 5,000s in my organization.
Right.
So that is my goal, and that's what we need to work for.
Right.
So I do meetings with my team during the week if they need it. So like last week, Tuesday or Wednesday, they all wanted to do a training session. Not a training session, a trading session. So we all hopped on Zoom and we all just traded together a little bit, and that builds people's confidence. I also chat to Kieran in the UK a lot. We've been on Zoom quite a bit last week, and I'm always trying to help my people help themselves to get better and better and better, to improve themselves. I've got one guy in my organization, I don't know if you know, but in South Africa, they haven't been selling alcohol since lockdown, since the 28th of March. They sold it for a brief section in June, but there has been no alcohol sales or cigarette sales since lockdown in March. And and one of the guys that has joined me is actually a rep for alcohol brands, and he has not earned a salary since March. So he joined to do forex trading, and now he says he's loving it so much that he wants to get his forex trading going so he doesn't have to be a rep. You know, it doesn't have to be part of that 35% of the population that earn commission.
Right. And that's, oh my gosh, that's like even
such an amazing story. That's such an amazing story that, I mean,
it is, because it's even well, first of all, I didn't even know that, but I guess I can see why. But people don't know how, and I didn't even know like how much people are affected, you know, like how much it's literally like a snowball effect of people not being able to work for various reasons because of what's been going on. And even hearing like Donovan and Mercedes' story, how this pandemic happened, he joined, and then when he was able to go back to work, he told him, I'm not coming. Like he was able to quit 2 jobs. And there's so many other people. I was actually interviewing somebody, I was talking to somebody else, and I heard somebody else just quit their job because of this. And I'm just like, that's amazing, because it's the testament to this skill set actually working. Like it's not just us talking about it, it's not just us wanting people to join. Like no, it's really a life-saving solution in most cases. Like it's literally saving people's lives, their livelihoods, their families. So to hear that, I wish him all the best, and I pray that God allows it to happen, because now he can spend time doing other things. And
that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the guys in my organization is an optometrist. He's also made a lot of money. He's made $63,000 US.
Sheesh.
Yes. And yes, I mentored him and helped him, but some of his shops aren't open because of lockdown.
Right.
So what he earns in a year, or not even in a year, he earned in 3 weeks.
What most people earn in a year, he earned in 3 weeks. And 63,000, that's US dollars, so that's even more where he is, right?
US dollars, yes.
Yeah. So wow. That's
so my goal is just to help everyone.
Right. And I just want to backtrack. Bev mentioned something about like being Chairman 10. Like, just so you guys know, we definitely have the benefit of learning how to trade and grow money literally from our cell phones or from our laptops, wherever we are in the world. But we also have the privilege of partnering with a global network that also gives you the option to have a second stream of income as well if you're building a business. So one of our goals with our family is actually having people have that 6-figure business side annually, and then also in trading. Actually, it's a little over 6 figures. So that is actually our goals, is helping people being able to retire in a year or less if they so choose, if they learn the skill, because we can't do the work for you, but also having that option to have that second stream of income too. And who doesn't want to help people? Like, we're not selling stuff, not knocking those that do, but we're literally teaching people how to grow income, grow their wealth for life. As long as the foreign exchange market is open, like, people are growing their wealth. So we can never take that from them. It's not like a product. Like, you can never take that skill set from somebody once it's learned. And that's the beauty of it.
Exactly. And I mean, guys, you can literally make money from your cell phone while you sleep. Mm-hmm. So it's really, and you get the residual, and you can get the trading. It's a no-brainer. Like Jasmina says, no-brainer. So, and I also have another favorite saying, snooze and you lose.
Yes.
You know, with this pandemic, it's not going away. I don't believe economies are going to recover for at least 12 months to 24 months. And we all need to start looking after ourselves.
Right.
Because retrenchments are happening, whether we like it or not. Businesses are closing.
Right.
It might not be as bad in the USA, but it is bad in Europe. It is bad in Africa.
Right.
But I'm sure it's just as bad in America, and that you're just having just as many problems.
Right. Sorry, somebody was just calling me.
No problem.
What would you say to the person that doesn't feel confident in their ability to learn the skill? And if they are hesitant because they don't know anything about it or because it's different, what would you say to that new person?
I would say, get hold of Jasmina, get hold of me.
Step 1.
Hey?
Actually, step 1 is believing. Step 2, get a hold of us.
Yeah, believe. Step 2 is get hold of us. No, because you and I, it's actually get hold of us first. Mm-hmm. Because you and I can explain to them how to believe. Mm-hmm. And we can explain to them exactly and show them how simple it is to learn.
Very true.
I mean, guys, the videos are literally 3 to 7 minutes to learn. They're not hours and hours and hours. You can learn this skill set in a week with just doing 1 hour a day. And that's why I say, once you contact us, then you can believe in it. Mm-hmm. Don't just think, oh, it won't work for me, because it will work for you. It works for everybody. Mm-hmm. A kid can learn it. And also, something that Jasmina hasn't mentioned is that our mentor, Charles Dyson, is actually teaching us binary trading. Now you can take a $1 trade, and if you do it the right way, you can make $1.92 in 60 seconds on a particular trade.
Right.
No, it's really, you can do 2 hours of trading a day, and let's just say you've made $200. Now, $200 in South African money is nearly $5,000.
Wow.
$4,000.
But
Guys,
even in America, making $200 in a matter of minutes, that's insane, where people don't make that in an hour. So it's just the testament, and it's not like, oh, we just want to talk about money. No, it's painting the picture of you actually, like, this actually being a real thing, and it's doable.
And also there's a stigma around Forex that you need lots of money to trade. You don't.
Not anymore.
You don't need a stigma to have, it's just a stigma. You do not need a lot of money to learn.
Right.
You can start a trade account with $50. I have Kieran that started with $20 and built his account up to $1,600.
Yeah, go Kieran, shout out to him.
Last week I traded something. I started with $49 and within 3 days I had $700.
See, it is.
I did it just to prove that it is possible. You can do as little as $50. The stigma is you do not need a lot of money to trade Forex.
If you learn properly. So the key is having the right mentors, which clearly we do, because you're hearing the testimonies, being around people that aren't going to let you give up, being around people that will inspire you to believe and to dream again. And that's exactly what we do, has been done to us, and what we now pour into other people that join us.
That's correct. I mean, it's really, guys, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And you mustn't think, I can't do it, because you can do it. Mm-hmm. Anything is possible.
Very true. Do you have, before we wrap this up, do you have one last thing that you want to share with anybody? Any last comment just about looking to the future and not getting so bogged down of what the world looks like right now, but just being able to look to the future? Do you have any advice, inspiration for them?
Don't give up. Keep believing. And my sister always has this famous saying to me, and I actually believe it. She always says to me, "You got this, Bear," because that's my nickname, Bear. And she always says to me, "You got this, Bear." So I'm going to tell you guys, get out of the rut, get into something like Forex trading and binary. You can contact me or Jasmina. And really, guys, you don't just want to be in that little 1 or 2 bedroom apartment for the rest of your life. I'm sure you want to improve your situation. And all I can say is don't give up. Please, please, please.
And that's all we have. And the last thing I'll say is, like Bev said, don't lose hope. No. There are solutions out there. And the reason why I do these lives is because I want you to see real people that are actually having success. And a lot of times we see on social media the negativity, or everybody's waiting for a stimulus check, or they're praying for things that are outside of their control. But there is something that is literally within your control if you were to say yes. So you don't have to be fearful. People from all around, different countries, different backgrounds, have just said yes. And they now have control of their financial future. And everything else that happens or it comes along that's good is just the gravy on top. But they first have a skill set where they can now be free and not have to worry about if they got laid off from a job, not having to worry about if they even have to go back to work, not having to worry about not being able to pay off debt, not being able to live where they want to live. Whatever the case is, like, there is a solution out there. So again, like Bev said, if you're watching on her page, definitely get with her. She is, as you heard from the testimony, she is an amazing mentor, an amazing leader, and we both have amazing mentors that also mentor us. So you're not in it alone either. You actually have a physical person you could talk to and ask questions. And if you're watching on my page, definitely let me know. I would be more than happy to have you. And again, just keep believing, and I pray that God continues to prosper you and continues to just instill that faith that you need in this world. Well, that's all I have. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live now.
Thank you.